What does cube mean? Cube means thrice. That is, if a number is multiplied by itself 3 times, the product that we obtain is the cube of that number. For example, 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 8. In the index form, we can write 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8, where 2 is the base and 3 is the index. And the product 8 is the cube of the number 2. In other words, 8 is the cube of 2. Similarly, 5 cube is equal to 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 125. Therefore, 125 is the cube of 5. Now let us learn the cubes of numbers 1 to 20. This will help you to solve the exercises easily. Let us solve the exercises 1. 7 cube is equal to 7 into 7 into 7. Therefore, 7 cube is equal to 343. Therefore, 343 is the cube of 7. 2. 3 cube is equal to 3 into 3 into 3. Therefore, 3 cube is equal to 27. Therefore, 27 is the cube of 3. Now let us start with the cube of an integer. But before we start, let us try to understand what is an integer and the multiplication rules for integers. Integers. All the negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers are integers. Multiplication rules. 1. When we multiply two positive numbers, we get positive numbers. 2. When we multiply a positive number with a negative number or a negative number with a positive number, we obtain a negative number as product. 3. When we multiply two negative numbers, we get positive numbers. For example, let us find out the cube of the integers -7 and 4. 1. -7 cube is equal to -7 into -7 into -7, which is equal to 49 into -7, which is equal to -343. 2. 4 cube is equal to 4 into 4 into 4. Therefore, 4 cube is equal to 16 into 4, which is equal to 64. Let us remember the important points. 1. The cube of a positive number is positive. For example, positive 4 cube is equal to positive 64. 2. The cube of a negative number is negative. For example, negative 3 cube is equal to negative 27. 3. Cube of any integer is called a perfect cube. For example, -1 cube is equal to -1. 4 cube is equal to 64. Thus, -1 and 64 are perfect cubes. Let us solve few more examples. Find the values of 1. -5 cube is equal to -5 into -5 into -5, which is equal to 25 into -5, which is equal to -125. 2. -10 cube is equal to -10 into -10 into -10, which is equal to 100 into -10, which is equal to -1000. Now let us go ahead with the cube roots. Cube roots. When we say 2 cube is equal to 8, it means 8 is cube of 2. Therefore, 2 is cube root of 8, and it is written as cube root of 8 is equal to 2. This symbol is used to denote cube root of. In the above example, we can say cube root of 8 is 2. Let us take another example. The cube root of 125 is written as. The cube root of -64 is written as. Now, let us write the following in words. 1. It is written in words as cube root of 343 is equal to 7. 2. Cube root of minus 512 is equal to minus 8. 3. Cube root of minus 729 is equal to minus 9. Let us write in symbols. 1. The cube root of 64 is 4. 2. The cube root of minus 1000 is minus 10. 3. The cube root of minus 1 is minus 1. 4. The cube root of 8000 is 20. Students, let us recall the test of divisibility. Test of divisibility of 2. Any number having 2, 4, 6, 8, 0 in its units place are divisible by 2. Example: 32, 14, 198, 4360, 56, etc. Test of divisibility of 3. If the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Example: 315. 3 plus 1 plus 5 is equal to 9. 9 is divisible by 3. Therefore, the number 315 is divisible by 3. Test of divisibility of 4. If the last two digits of a number are divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. Example: 624. 24 is divided by 4. Therefore, 624 will be divisible by 4. Test of divisibility of 5. If a number has 0 or 5 in its units place, then the number is divisible by 5. Example: 15, 200, 95, 490, 715. Test of divisibility of 6. If a number is divisible by 2 and 3, then the number is divisible by 6 also. Example: 30. It is divisible by 2 and 3. Therefore, it is divided by 6 also. Test of divisibility of 8. If the last two digits of a number are divisible by 8, then the number is divisible by 8. Example: 464. 64 is divisible by 8. Therefore, 464 is divisible by 8. Test of divisibility of 9. If a number is divisible by 3, that number is also divisible by 9. Example: 333 is divisible by 3. Therefore, it is also divisible by 9. 333 divided by 3 is equal to 111. 333 divided by 9 is equal to 37. Test of divisibility of 10. A number having 0 in its units place is divisible by 10. Example: 90, 1000, 530, etc. Test of divisibility of 11. Add the alternate digits of the number. Then find the difference between them. If the difference is 0 or 11, example: 1331. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Now we will learn to find the cube roots of numbers by factorization method. Steps to find the cube roots of numbers by factorization method. 1. First find prime factors of the number. Students, please note that to find the prime factors, first take into account the tests of divisibility for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 and 11, whichever is applicable. 2. Group the factors so that each group contains the same factor thrice. 3. Take one factor from each of these groups. 4. Find the product of these factors. This product will be the cube root of the given number. Let us see an example. Find the cube root of 1728. First, we will find out the prime factors of 1728. Now, 1728 is the product of 9 and 192. Here, we used the test of divisibility of 9. Now, keeping 9 as it is, we write the factors of 192 as 3 into 64, using the test of divisibility of 3. Keeping 9 and 3 as it is, we write the factors of 64 as 8 into 8, writing 9 as 3 into 3. This is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 8 into 8. Now writing 8 as 2 into 2 into 2, we get 1728 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. As we are finding cube roots, we have to make sets of 3 numbers. Now to find the cube root, we take single numbers from the sets. We get cube root of 1728 is equal to 3 into 2 into 2. Therefore, cube root of 1728 is equal to 12. Let us take another example. To find the cube root of minus 1331. First, find the factors of the numbers without the sign. Now, write prime factors of 1331 as 11 into 121 using test of divisibility of 11. Next, keeping 11 as it is, write the factors of 121 as 11 into 11. Thus we get 1331 is equal to 11 into 11 into 11. Mark this as a set. Then taking a single number 11, therefore cube root of 1331 is equal to 11. Now we can write that cube root of minus 1331 is equal to minus 11 as we are asked to find the cube root of negative 1331.